Tina.
I got elbows, honey. I got elbows.
Hello, everybody. Surprise! This is our big surprise. We are coming to you live from the desert Southwest. And we have special guests, Miss Ingrid and Miss Tina, and Julia too, because you're only sometimes a guest. So that makes you a special guest when you're here.
Always special.
So yes, this is the Julia, and I got to escape the snow and ice and cold weather and come down here where it's beautiful. And actually right now it's a little reprieve. We had bright sun in our eyes like just a couple of minutes ago, and so it's perfect. A little breeze. Actually, it's a little cool with the breeze.
Yeah.
So, welcome everybody. Hi, Brenna. Tina, if you're dying to escape, you can escape.
Oh, but you might have to come back in a few minutes because usually it takes people a while.
That's true. You might have to make a second appearance where we can re-explain what we're doing here.
She does like to be novel.
And no, this is not a green screen fake backdrop. We are literally in the foothills here. And it's so gorgeous. Those are little saguaro cacti.
Look at them.
Right there, peeking up at the very top there. So, yes, we are having fun, Wanda. So yes, we thought we couldn't miss our video even though we were out of town today. And because we're visiting Ingrid, I mean, duh, we have to do it, right? So I wanted to talk to you all about the upcoming January Knit Along with Olive Knits because it's going to be so much fun. And the pattern is Brezel, which means pretzel in German. And Marie is taking us all on a trip to Bavaria, where we're going to learn all about amazing techniques to make this sweater, but also the history of knitting in Bavaria and the region and just all kinds of goodness. And if you're confused or put off about the price of this workshop, because it is a workshop, it's not just like knitting a pattern, or it's not like the 4-day knit along where you buy the pattern and then you knit the sweater. This is a full-on workshop, and it's kind of the equivalent of 3 different classes with Marie. There's going to be that much technique that she's going to cover in this, including steeking, which is just like awesome. That's how I learned to steek, is from Marie. It's the best method I've seen. I've tried other methods. Hers is hands down the most simplest, the easiest to do without having a complete anxiety attack.
Way less intimidating.
Yes. So we are really excited to do this. We'll be participating as a store. We are one of 4 featured vendors handpicked by Marie to work with her on her January knit along. I've actually started my sample. I'm going to show you guys. And then we are going to be hosting Ingrid's going to be hosting some special knit along get-togethers in January for all of the Knot and Other Hat customers who are working along on this sweater, so that we can have another kind of outlet to get together and talk about it, and like ask questions and muse and share progress and all of the things.
Have a party.
All of the things. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
So, knit campers, of course, you all know all about this already. You get the Brezel workshop. It's included with your knit camp fees, so you don't have to go buy it. If you aren't part of knit camp, though, you can absolutely participate. Just go to the Olive Knits website, and you can sign up right through there. It's not on Ravelry because it is actually a course. It's not just a pattern, like I was saying. So we've had a couple people ask if they could just go get the pattern on Ravelry. It's not how this one works, but it's absolutely going to be worth it. I think just your seeking lesson alone is going to be worth it. But so we're going to show you my sample in progress. I'm not as far as I wish I was, but I'm sure it's enough for you to get an idea. And then we're going to show you some of the yarns that we are recommending for this sweater. And then maybe it'll help Ingrid decide what she's going to use. And Julia. Okay, so here is my Brezel in progress. Let's see if I can,
Where?
No, I was going to see if I could open it up with the light enough so you can get the definition of the cables.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, son?
Yeah, it's actually good right here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So it is beautiful pattern of twisted knit cables where you knit through the back loop, and ingeniously designed with these charts. I think she has 15 sizes, something like.
I think it was.
So there is a size for everybody, and the charts. It is not really complicated. It's brilliant. I know I know Marie doesn't really sleep. I think that's how her brain works. But it's really easy to follow along and work through the charts. So I am just past halfway through my charts of my yoke before the sleeve divide. Let's see. I got the light behind it again. Let's see if I can. So my yarn There, there we go. My yarn is Lanas Light from Berroco, which is just like a Highland wool. Very basic and straightforward. I'm making the 7th size, which is the 44. She's recommending 2 inches of ease, or she's got 2 inches of ease built in, and I'm about a 41.5, 41.75 my bust, and so that's exactly what I'm gonna want, especially for a cardigan. If I was doing this as a pullover, which this is not a pullover pattern, it's a cardigan pattern, I maybe would have gone up a little bit more just to give myself that room in my bust. But as a cardigan, I'm definitely okay with that. And so this is what my skein looks like. The Lanas Light, in case you hadn't seen it before. Apologies that it's reversed, but you get the picture. So I'm using like this green heather here. It's really lovely to work with. The value on the Lanas Light is, it's just, I don't know. Is it 12 or 14? I've already forgotten.
12.
$12.
Wow.
So it's going to take me 4 balls.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, it's such a good deal.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Don't be confused by the low price point. Like, you're still going to get a really gorgeous sweater out of something in Lanas Light.
And it's one of who's worked with Lanas. It's like
Yes.
just such a nice feel.
And the flecks in here, you see the golds, but there's times too where it's almost like the green is a little blue green.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, so I don't know how much that ever comes up.
A lot of the colors are like that too.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Yeah, really good like depth of color.
Yes.
In the skeins, and you can get. You probably can't see with this light, but maybe.
Let me see.
Maybe like here,
you can get the golds.
yeah, you're getting. You can kind of see the little bit of how that gold pops through.
Yeah, a little bit
in there. So anyway, Vicky, yes, where we are. We are in the desert southwest of the U.S. So we are living it up. Even though actually it's been unseasonably cool and rainy, it poured the whole day. First day we were here.
Crazy.
But it's lovely. We're out. Look, Ingrid's sleeveless. I'm in a t-shirt and it's 66 degrees and sunny and it's lovely.
And comfortable.
Lovely. Okay, so one of the other yarns that we are recommending, we don't actually physically carry in the store, but we do through dropship with Berroco, and I know several of you have already bought that from us, and that is the Remix Light. So basically, the yarn across the board for this sweater is going to be a heavy fingering / light sport, that kind of a yarn, unless you do superwash, and then you're going to maybe want more on the heavy sport end of it, just to keep the structure intact and not let it get kind of loosey-goosey and grow and things. So especially, Remix is so lovely, especially like if you lived in the desert Southwest. I'm not saying she lives here now, she's just visiting. But it would be a really great choice. Or if you just run hot, it'd be a really, really good choice. So that is available. It's on our website, and lots of beautiful colors of that as well. It's kind of tweedy if you're not familiar with it. So another one that is really great for mixed temperature zones or mixed internal temperature zones would be Coastal from Elemental Effects. So here is a skein of Coastal. Happens to also be today's 12 Days of Knitmas special. So right now, you can buy one skein and get 1/2 off of Coastal. So this yarn is season. Is it raining?
No.
I swear I just felt a raindrop. Sorry, you guys don't care if it's raining. This is 50% Shanika wool, so it still does have that wool quality, but 25% mulberry silk, 25% Belgian flax. So another beautiful, beautiful option. It's a sport weight yarn, and Julia knit up a Brezel swatch in Coastal. Let's see if I can get it.
Do you know what color that one is?
Blue.
Sky blue?
There's 3 blues.
There's
so
3
I'm not
blues.
sure. I just had a
okay.
remnant.
I'm kind of trying to tilt it so you can see the light doesn't go straight through. I put my hand
It
behind.
matches the sky right now.
It matches the
does,
sky. Yes, absolutely does.
I'm pretty sure it's the Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie blue, I think. Yes.
Yeah, not
so,
sky blue.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think that's the lighter one. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So but you can just see it has really gorgeous stitch definition. It'll be perfect for this sweater. And it, even though it's got that kind of like unspun linen here and there, you can see a little bit of that. It is great, as evidenced by Julia's swatch. So
I think some people use this in their shifty. Is that right?
Yeah,
When we did
I think
I
shifty,
think some people did.
And people use it. Some
Shifty.
people use it in Sail Away, and
In
really
Sail
love
Away.
it for that for lighter weight version.
Yep, and fireworks too.
I think I might do mine and
That's,
Coastal?
yeah, Coastal right now is, I think, highest on my
On your list.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to another gorgeous yarn that a lot of you are familiar with now because of either our yarn tasting or because of my shawl that I released 11/3. But Lamb and Goat from Dream and Color is another recommended yarn. This, I feel like I would choose this if I hadn't already chosen Lanas Light. This, I really, really love this yarn, and I think that the shades are really gorgeous. They show off those stitches really, really well. So,
Dream and Color.
Rewind.
Dream and Color, Lamb and Goat. It's called Lamb and Goat because it's 90% New Zealand wool and 10% cashmere. And that cashmere makes a huge difference, right? Like, it is so soft, you would swear it has more than 10% cashmere.
Yeah, it's surprisingly soft.
And Ingrid's now got it under her clothes.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah, clearly, yes, you are. Because we're not going to put that one back out on the shelf.
Oh, wait.
And that's not how that works.
Okay. Well, then let me hear, maybe. I would knit everything in this.
I know.
There isn't anything I wouldn't knit in that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's going to be a really lovely option for those of you
Who aren't afraid of the fact that it
just went in Ingrid's clothes. Yeah.
Just get a different color.
You can pick a
It's
different
okay.
exactly. No one's going to know which skein that is once we mix them all together.
We all block. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then finally, we have brand new yarn to recommend. Just arrived at the store. It's a little late. It was supposed to be here like in October, but Kelborn Woolen's brand new Cricket. So let me get in the light a little better here. Here we go. This is the little baby sister to Lucky Tweed. So it is a single ply of the same fiber that is made to use Lucky Tweed, to build Lucky Tweed. So it is kind of like a heavy fingering, light sport. It's got great yardage, 415 yards per 100 grams, and same beautiful colors as Lucky Tweed. So for those of you who remember Fiad and knitting, this is the lightweight version of that. So another beautiful option. I'm like in shadow no matter where I go.
Yeah, I was going to say, the flecks are like, there's turquoise, there's limey gold.
It's like classic
there's
Donegal tweed.
a light
all the colors.
quartz, like a rose quartz.
Yep.
A little bit of cream, a little bit of lavender.
I know.
I mean, seriously, so much is happening here.
Yes. And unlike a lot of tweeds, this is actually made with merino. So it's not as coarse as some tweeds you find on the market.
Yeah,
this is
not
actually
at all.
merino tweed. Yeah. It's made in Donegal. Like, we got the box from the mill. Our box of Cricket actually was one of the boxes that must have gone to them from the mill. And it was like Studio Donegal. It was like all of the Irish stuff right there. Yeah. So really, really beautiful option. Lots of great colors. Great yardage on that as well. So it's really feasible.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Sandy Blue. Look at Cricket.
And Jill's here too, and I think Jillian might have already even gotten some Cricket for her.
Jill, I think, is using Cricket, yes. So, hi, Jill. Jill's holding down the fort back home, so everybody say hi to Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Tell her thank you for filling all the orders.
Tina, come say hi to Jill.
And everybody else. Oh, yeah, so in case you weren't here right when we started, we have another guest. She just doesn't want to stay on camera all the time.
Super secret, super...
Tina! And she's gone.
It's all the FaceTime you get.
Right. So that is the Roundup.
Do we know what color Jill is using?
Jill, you're using like that really like faint blue fog or something like that, I think.
Hold on for 2 seconds then. Or,
And your
You have that color?
Your Lanas, is it the spring green?
My Lanas is...
Somebody asked. Oh, there it is. What color? What number?
78127. I am in this really awkward place where it gives me a double chin right here.
Leaf. 78127 leaf. What was that?
So, me.
No, I heard like a...
That was me. I was making the really ugly double chin and then I made a noise to go with it. Lanas Light. Lanas Light. Heather asked if it was Lanas regular or Lanas Light. Yeah, Jill is using fog. I think Ingrid might have some fog here. She does! Her sail away is in fog. So you can see Jill's color as well, even though this is the heavier version. It's the same color. I know, Cindy. Cindy says the background doesn't look real.
Oh, yeah.
It's
that's
real!
What I think
There's
it
like
is.
road runners and stuff out there.
Yes.
Not even kidding.
Oh, you can't even. It's
Wait,
hard
you
to
sit
even-
stand where I was. And then tilt
Oh.
out there.
No, left, right, left, right. Yeah.
So if you can't tell, it's like this light blue-gray kind of.
Yeah, with little flecks of like mint green, super soft yellow, and then still a little
Periwinkle,
lavenderish.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blue.
They're just the flecks are so subtle.
The beautiful, beautiful. So that's what fog looks like for Jill's. What she's going to use for Brezel. So that's
Which
the
would
Roundup.
really show the pattern, right?
Yes.
The lighter the color, the more
Definitely.
you're going to see the
Thank
pattern.
you. I'm so glad you brought that up because that is one of the things that Marie has pointed out when you're doing your yarn search, that you don't want an overly dark yarn because you want all that really good twisted stitches to show really well. And I would call this like right in the medium tones. Like both of these are medium tones.
I grabbed that one because it was about the darkest thing.
Yes, and they're shadowed, so they might look a little darker than they really are, but that's about as dark as you might want to go, I think. So you don't lose, the product of all that hard work that you are working on. So, if there is no questions or anything you've seen pop up,
not that I haven't answered.
you can always email us if you have a question about yarn choices, etc. We do have a whole dedicated page on our website that shows all of these yarns. It shows all the sizes and the yardage requirements.
I'll post that again.
All of that information is
at the
on our
beginning.
website. You don't have to go searching for it.
And there's a link to the knit along page from there too.
And there's a link to sign up if you haven't done that right there on our page.
Sandy's asking where we are.
We are in the desert Southwest, Sandy. Down where it's lovely and warm, and there's saguaro cacti and mesquite trees and palo verde trees and roadrunners and what else did we see? We saw a lot of barrel cactus, nopal,
jumping cholla.
jumping cholla that jumped right on into Julia's leg and into the car. She was attacked by a cactus.
It got me.
I had to pluck it out of her leg.
Sarah saved me.
It's a very real hazard. And it's frozen in the gorge, you're right.
Yeah. It's good timing.
Yeah, I think we actually are going to be going home in the little break of bad weather before it happens again.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Right.
So, okay, so that rounds up Brezel, but now we're going to switch gears and talk a little bit about what you knit when you're in the desert Southwest. Because Ingrid's spending some time down here, and as the sun comes back out, and what felt like 55 a second ago now feels like 85.
Totally, yeah. It's like,
I gotta stand in it. I'm cold.
Okay, you come and get warm. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on. Oh, that's much better. So Ingrid is working on her Ola top in the Shopple cotton, which I knit my rocket tee out of, and it is so lovely to knit with. She was saying the same thing that I felt like. It's not like it's
the
not like
best cotton I've ever knit
Yes.
with. I wouldn't know I was knitting with cotton. And I've had a couple other cottons where I was like, ooh, this is better than the last cotton. But seriously,
This is the
like,
best I've encountered.
it's a whole,
Yeah. Is it
really
organic
is.
cotton?
No.
Just cotton.
It is long staple Greek cotton.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it is so soft to knit with.
And it's 459
Really
yards.
good yards. Yeah, I did my rocket tee in 2 skeins. No, actually, I
you
had to break it
barely
to a
broke
third
into
skein.
one,
That's
yeah.
right. But
how much?
oh yeah, there it is. And so this is Ola, and it's this gorgeous kind of like drapey tee. It's got lace at the top. Do you want me to hold your bag?
Sure.
Because you're connected, aren't you?
You know what? I'm half bound off. Should I try slipping it on, or do you think I'll lose it?
How risky do you feel right now?
I think you should put it on. I'll watch your needle.
Fashion show.
So I'm doing an I-card bind off, so I'm only like halfway done because it takes a while. And I have friends here.
We're cutting into the knitting time.
Oh, can you see the
We
cord on
watched
this
Pitch
side?
Perfect
this
and
needle.
Pitch Perfect 2 last night.
Oh, it's so good.
Where
There
am
we
I?
go.
Oh, there we are.
It's so cute.
Yes. I love how it drapes.
Oh, and I love the open kind of mesh sleeves.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys can see that.
And show the back.
There. Oh, yeah. Because that goes all the way across the back with
Yes.
the little
So
Ola.
you start at the
At this?
back, yeah, and you do the lace up.
Oh, up and
and then
over.
you put the neck stitches on hold, and then you come around to the front, and then you work it and
Work it?
work it.
Erica saw her
yes,
back.
yes. And then you join at the end of their arm and knit down, and then I don't know how well the
We need you to like stand on a chair.
Right.
This is the bottom detail.
yeah.
2-color lace.
And I'm long torsoed, so I did 1.5 inches, maybe almost 1.75 inches longer than the size I'm knitting, just because I didn't want the lace to be like right at my belly button or above my belly button. So yeah. Anyway, but
Yeah, and so Ola means, it's O-L-A, it means wave in Spanish, and so you can see why when you see like the detail on the bottom, and then also this motif here has a little undulating wave. So beautiful.
I just posted that pattern link again, Cindy.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Thank you,
Can you
Julia.
even tell that I've used 2 colors? Or does it
Yes,
look the same?
absolutely.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
they
I mean
might.
in here.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I think they could tell when I put my hand in it. Like,
Yeah.
you can. Well,
There's
now
a
it's really
contrast.
bright. Yeah. So that's a contrast color at the bottom there.
I can
So
see it.
Charcoal and light gray.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love if I didn't do the kind of black and gray, I was contemplating the one that looks like, is it kind of pumpkin-y? And then there's one that looks salmon.
Yep.
That's what I had also considered.
Salmon and clay.
Yes.
That is what I would do, which would be completely Southwest actually, but that's what I would do if I hadn't done these colors.
Well, it's beautiful.
Oh, and there's quite a few neutrals, so you could put lots of different ones together. It'd be really pretty.
Yes.
So those of you that live in warm climates or just
Having a warm season of your life.
Exactly. You have a warm internal climate. This yarn is lovely to work with. Don't be put off by that it's 100% cotton, because we both can attest that it's really nice to knit with. What else? Is there anything else we were supposed to talk about?
I think that was it.
I think that is it. And then also just a reminder, I mentioned today's coastal for Knitmas. Yes. So today's special for Knitmas is buy one, get one half off for coastal. There's no limit. You can get as many as you want. Yesterday we had people get as many as they wanted yesterday's special. That was a lot. And so, Knitmas continues all through this week. So tune in and make sure you're opening those emails in the morning and hopping on the deals, because they are not to be missed.
It's worth putting in your calendar, plotting and planning.
It
Blog
is.
post
And if
for
you're
today.
a knit another...
Knit another?
Not
another knit?
I got some
got the
language problems
Initials
here.
still right. Knit another would still be KA.
You're right. If you're in club, then if you haven't looked, you actually get the whole schedule in advance, so you know what the deals are and when they're coming. So make sure, if you've just kind of like tuned out recently and you aren't looking at your KA Club emails or going to our homepage, if you go and look, you can see what's coming every day and know which days is most important for you personally to tune in and get your goodies. So
who could tune out those emails?
I mean,
who could?
Come on.
I mean,
all right, everyone, this has been a blast. Really fun to come from a new location on the road, right? And so thank you so much for tuning in and visiting with us as we visit Ingrid here in the gorgeous sunshine. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you next Tuesday, same time but not the same place, because I have to go home, much to all of our chagrin. So have a great week, everyone. I hope it's full of yarny goodness. Bye. I didn't hit the button. Let's try it again. Bye.